knock his knuckles.
Hey everybody, this is Frank of Knuckles channel. I'm just kidding, I'm not going to do that. Hello everyone and welcome to, well, I mean, every other Sonic YouTuber is going to do this, so I'm going to do it too. This is my whole discussion on the reveal of what Sonic looks like in the Sonic movie that's coming out in, I believe, 2019, which, yeah, that's actually true, 2019. What we have, oh boy, this is quite the mess. So, prior to this, we were told that Sonic is not going to look like how he probably would in a video game. He'd probably have something a bit more kind of the hyper-realistic thing that you would see in Detective Pikachu, if anyone saw the trailer of that, which it's a bit jarring at first, but then eventually you kind of get used to it, you understand it, you get why it's there, because it's supposed to blend in with the entire, you know, realistic, because it's done with real humans and stuff. It's not an all CG movie, so, I mean, it would make sense. So that's what we got for this. We kind of have, kind of an idea of what Sonic's going to look like. We see some of the realistic fur on him. One of the other things that people notice is the fact that his shoes are not the Michael Jackson inspired shoes, which would have been awesome, but that had like the buckle on it, but instead regular, probably bargain bin or like the generic red sneakers. He has red sneakers, okay? That's what I'm trying to get across. One of the other things that I've noticed in this is that I don't see any gloves on him. Like, I'm looking at the image right now, and I don't see any gloves on him, and it's really weird. So, when I first saw that, I woke up and saw everyone just freaking out over this, and I kind of was like, okay, what's going on? I looked at it, because I always check Discord first. I never check Twitter first. Check Discord, see people freaking out, and I was like, okay, what's going on? Go on Twitter, and there it is, right there, the reveal of what Sonic would look like, and people are putting out all of the bizarre design ideas. The fact that Sonic obviously skipped leg day, the fact that his nose wasn't properly done. I just figured, like, maybe this is like a bizarre angle, but then when I look at it more, it's like, okay, they're going the Detective Pikachu route where it's closer to what a hedgehog might look. No, not even close to that. It's like, it's very bizarre. It's like, how do you get a hedgehog to look like Sonic, but in like the real world? So I'm guessing this is the best they had to do with. This is probably like what made the most sense to them. But even with something like, once again, Detective Pikachu, they made some of them. They made a lot of the Pokemon still look just like the Pokemon in the games or in the anime or whatever you play it on or whatever you consume your Pokemon media from. So yeah. One of the things that, man, I saw this on a Twitter post. I'm gonna try and see if I can post it on the in the video, but it really stuck out to me. Was his nose? It looks, that looks to anyone who's like, wait, no, Sonic's nose sticks out a little bit further than that. And I was like, well, maybe it's because of this realism that they couldn't really go through with it. I mean, people are concerned what the eyes look like. There's like so many images trying to pick apart this one frame or this one picture, just so that way they can understand what Sonic is going to look like in this, and it's insane. And let's just say this is not a polarizing thing. Every person that I've seen on Twitter has said so much negative things about this. There's so much negativity around this trailer alone. It is insane. Usually there's always the ones like, well, I kind of understand it. And I was kind of in that boat when I saw the whole possible announcement or rumor or that it was going to be something similar to Detective Pikachu, because I mean, I understand that you want to do a movie with real people. You got Jim Carrey as Eggman. Okay, then you kind of have to make them either realistic, or you're gonna have a 3D character in a 3D like how you look in the game, and you would have him in the real world, kind of like I guess the Smurfs. I don't know. That's like the only thing I can come up with. Or, and I'm so glad they didn't do this, is where you have 2D drawn characters with in real life, kind of like how I can't believe I'm bringing up this movie as a thing, but as the Looney Tunes movie Back in Action. I think that's the name of it. I don't care if that's the name of it. It was an awful movie. Anyways, the point is that, I mean, I'm glad they didn't go with that direction, but I had a feeling they weren't going to do the game graphic style, like the way he would look in the games, kind of like the Progressive commercial, which I wish I could show video of it, but here's a still image of it. Anyways, oh god. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking of the Looney Tunes movie. This is so awful. That was dumb. Okay, well, anyways, people just going up and up in arms and just raging over the fact that Sonic now looks like this rather than more resembling how he looks in the video games. And yeah, I mean, I'm so on it. I'm okay with the hyper realistic looking Sonic for now, because we don't know what his face looks like, we don't know what his torso is going to look like, we don't know some of the other features of Sonic. We only know is that he has his quills. He also has like the fur on it, so that might also be quills as well. I'm not familiar with that stuff. And we noticed that he's got some fuzzy looking shoes. I don't know if that's just from the image, or maybe that's just from how I'm seeing it. I'm not wearing my glasses, by the way, so that's kind of my whole thing. Maybe if I look at the image. No, that's electricity. I thought that was fuzz. My apologies. Anyways, so we do actually have some things that I can bring up, so I'm gonna just completely rip this from Tails' channel, so feel free to go check out Tails' channel's coverage of this stuff before you continue with the rest of this video, because I would rather let them have the shout out for this, because I don't want to be an evil YouTuber. I do my best. Anyways, one of the interesting things is the fact that in a interview, the executive producer Tim Miller was actually saying that they didn't think that Sega was really happy with the eye direction, or the decision, excuse me. By that is like, I guess, where his eyes would either be positioned, the size, the shape, how that was going to work. But their whole thing is that they said that it would look weird if they don't do it. Now, if you know obviously you know what Sonic looks like. It's so bizarre because of how his eyes are. I mean, look at any other character in the series, and you'll notice Sonic's eyes do not split. They're not split into like two eyeballs. It's just one interconnected thing. I mean, if you try to bring that at hyper-realistic, you're going to scare the crap out of people. I mean, like Knuckles, Tails, their eyes, they're like separate eyeballs. For Sonic, it's not. So I have a feeling that it's going to be just like how they are, where it's like separate eyeballs. So I think that's what they mean by that, because even characters like Amy have that, but like a lot of the newer characters don't really have that as much. Unless they're like designed based on Sonic. It's probably like the hedgehogs in the series. Anyways, so I mean, wow, it's gonna be very odd. Yeah, that's why Sonic now has this design. That's the reason why they're not so sure on the eye direction. I have a feeling it's gonna be separate eyeballs, and it might look very jarring at first, but I mean, Garrulous64, my friend, Dylan, he mentioned in his video of this, because he recorded this much earlier, he had the opportunity to record this before I did. Anyways, the thing that he mentioned was the fact that they weren't making this for the hardcore Sonic fan. Any of you viewers of my channel, we are not the target demographic of this. We are just people who have a very vocal opinion on this, because honestly, to a lot, this doesn't look good. To some, you can kind of see where they're getting at, and if you're me, or if you're like me, I won't say if you're me. If you're me, it's a disappointment. You're a disappointment. No, I'm just kidding. If you're like me, then you're kind of so-so on the idea. I mean, you're okay with the hyper-realism, but you're not sure exactly where the face is going to be in all of this, because it's going to be such a visually jarring thing. It's going to probably look like a mouse face or something. So that's what I'm thinking about this. So actually, I am seeing this on the second post, and this is actually fur. So it wasn't just all quills. It's like the big spikes, which are probably the quills, and then the fur over it, like the werehog. There you go. And that's something topical on my channel, because I've been in the middle of a Sonic Unleashed thing. So my opinions on this, I'm so-so on this design. I do think it looks very weird. And wow, this is going to be one heck of a ride for us Sonic fans, especially when people are going to be like, see, Sonic can't do anything right, and we're just like, it's a movie that's not even being made by Sega. The only thing they did was give the thumbs up, which I think at this point they might have been better off being a little bit hesitant about that. Anyways, that's my opinion on it. So the question is, for us Sonic fans that, or for those who do want to watch the film, or who are looking forward to the film, might have probably just been chased away by this design, where do we go from here? Where do we go from, well, I mean, actually, let's just say this, stay optimistic. Hopefully the writing will salvage this. Hopefully the pacing will salvage this. Hopefully, like, if you have a negative outlook on this entire movie, hopefully, I always say this, I hope at the very least it's decent. If it's anything better than that, then it's good. But if it's decent, no harm, no foul. We can just move on with our time, and people will be like, hey, remember that one mediocre Sonic movie? He's like, yeah, but it wasn't the worst thing ever. Which, now that I think about it, people say that about 06, and I always try to say, yeah, well, I have my opinions too, so, let's just hope for it to be a decent movie. Right? Let's not get into any other discussions. Anyways, let me know what your input on this new trailer reveal is. Let me know what your input on the trailer reveal in the comment section down below. I am so looking forward to seeing what the comments are going to be on this. If anyone is still optimistic about the movie, voice your opinions. Let it be heard. I want to get a discussion going on this. So, comment section, by all means, go for that. And with that said, that's going to do it for this video. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see me do more of these kind of discussion videos, hopefully I will do one with a script next time, because I kind of just went off the cuff with this one. Comment down below, let me know about that. And if you like the video, but you want to see more content I produce, and you're not subscribed yet, join the Knux Club by subscribing to the channel. Click the bell icon to get notifications for new content. And at this time, I want to give a huge shout out to my Knux Club Plus members. These are the YouTube channel members for this channel, and you'll see their names on screen right now. They are Random Indolent, Tactical Discord, Kenneth Gutierrez, Mega Trafficone, and Emeralds. And if you want to join them and become a member of Knux Club Plus, not only be helping out the channel, but you get some really neat perks yourself, and those perks will be listed down below. But above all of those perks will be a YouTube gaming link that you can click, and you can figure out how to join from there. It's actually pretty easy to do. With that said, if you want to find me on social media, my social media links will be down below, even further below. And with that said, I hope you have a wonderful and safe day, and I'll catch you for another discussion if I ever do one. Until then, take care.